Here is the presentation of current model board, class 12 week model first, year 2026 to 2027. So in math, my plan was, in this model, I plan to complete class 8 and class 9. But actually, I completed NCRT class 8 NCRT class 8. But in RS Agarwal book of class 8 I started, because in class 8 I have to complete 2 books, NCRT books also and RS Agarwal book. But NCRT book is complete. I already started, but maybe 2 or 3 chapters are left, so that I completed. And RS Agarwal book I started. So in RS Agarwal book I completed 1 chapter. In science, my plan was to complete class 6 and 7, so I completed class 6. But in class 6 also there is I think 2 chapter or 3 chapter left. So I completed class 6, and in class 7 I completed 3 chapters. But in class 7 there is total 12 chapters, but I completed 3 chapters till now. And chapter 4 I already started. And English reading. So in English reading, my plan was to complete The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari with word meaning, but I completed 1 time reading, and again I started to read, but 1 time reading without word meaning, and means I am writing word meaning also, but it is not complete yet. And 1 time I completed read, but now I am again started to read with use that word meaning which I have wrote in my notebook. And reading pages number, so daily I have to read 10 pages. So in one model there should be 840 pages, but actually I read 202 pages. It is not exactly 202 pages, but I have only data of 202 pages in my Excel sheet. And why not done? Because of laziness. Like in math, I always, like in math, I used to say I will do later. So it is about procrastination also, and it is about laziness also, because in that time I used to be sleep and do another activity. Because of that it is not done. So what I will do for this, so fixed time for all activities, means fixed time for not for all activities, not for seva and all the thing. Fixed time for the goal, like math, science and English. Fixed time for these 3. So and say to mind I have to do on this time, and means fixed time for the goal. So this presentation, current model code presentation is in. Now here is presentation of plan versus actual yearly. Plan versus actual model first, year 4th. There is mistake. There will be. Yes. So this is the presentation of plan versus actual model first, year 2026 to 2027. There will be yearly, not there will be model, plan versus actual. So in math, my plan was to complete class 8 and 9, but actually I completed NCRT of class 8 of RS Agarwal. But I completed NCRT book of class 8, but in RS Agarwal I completed, and RS Agarwal I started and I completed 1 chapter. And plan to complete in English, my plan was to complete The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari with meaning, but actually I completed The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, but word meaning is not done. It's not complete. Reason is same, because of laziness, and the solution is also same. Do fix time only for goals, like of science, English and math. Fix time and fixed time, like I will do math from 2 o'clock or to 3, and fixed time that also how many time I will do, which time I have to do this time also, and how many time I will do, how much time I will do this also. So this presentation, now here is about presentation of personal growth model first, year 4th 2026 and to 2027. There is a flow of the presentation. So here is 5 points which I am going to talk about. First is my personal vision, and what action I am taking towards it, and what are my top 3 values, and what are the top 3 rules I am best at, and what are the top 3 rules I face difficulty to apply. My personal vision. So I want to become independent so I can fulfill my wishes which I want, and I want freedom. I want freedom means like I can go anywhere. I can go anywhere means I can travel where I want to. Okay. And what action I am taking toward it? So I want to become doctor. So I am doing study for this, and now I am focused for this module to complete class 10. And what are my top 3 values? So I do not fight, I do not steal, and I do not bully anyone. And what are the top 3 rules I am best at? So I do not steal, I do not bully, and I do not compare with others. Means in starting I used to compare, but now I am not comparing with anybody. And what are the top 3 rules I face difficulties to apply? So I face here is 3 rules: G2.47 and G6.35, and I do not waste my time. G2.47 is कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलेषु भूर्मा ते संगोस्तो कर्मणि, and G6.3 means G2.47 is.
Do you have any example?
What?
For that?
His difficulty to apply. Means G2.47 it is about do work without means only do work without thinking about result, but I always think about result. Sometimes it not happen, like in sometimes not happen, but most of the time it happen. And this is 0.35 to control our mind, and but I am not able to control this till now, because if I sometimes I control my mind, but most of the time I am not able to control. Like I went home. Like I can give example of yesterday. There is I have to do 13-hour timing center, but my timing center is maybe 12 hours. Because of I went home in the afternoon time, and there I spent 2 hours, and in the whole day I have to spend only 2 hours, and in the evening I said to my mind I will go only for 20 minutes and maximum 30 minutes. But when I went and I started to watch mobile, and then I cannot control my mind on that time, and instead of 30 minutes I spend time in my home 1 hour. So here is example, and I do not waste my time. So this is the wasting of time. And my 3 strengths, so I enjoy to do cleaning, and I can wake up in the morning at 5 a.m. without anybody's help. Like today you can see example, in the night I sleep maybe at 11 o'clock because I went somewhere with my mother. I think 11 or more than 11 o'clock almost. So but in the morning I wake up at 3:22. And then again I was sleeping upstairs, but then I again come down and I again sleep, but then again I wake up at 4, I think at 4:32. And then I wake up and come in center, and I enjoy to do teamwork like project. And my weakness, so I always forgot which work I have to do. And the second weakness is sleeping in the morning. Sleeping in the morning means in the center. sleeping.
And then think in review time, I didn't learn
Yes, and in the
anything.
morning, in the sleeping in the morning time in the center, and then think in the when I'm doing my review, then I think I'm not learning anything. Means I just only think about my sleeping time, and I do not think about what I have studied. So on that time, I think I'm not learning anything. So this is also. So what I will do for my weakness, so I will do. So here is two solution. Make checklist. And here is also, if I am sleeping in the morning, so my whole day is like very means lazy. Then I will lazy for whole day. So this is my weakness. So I will do
Okay.
for this. So first, about first weakness, my solution is I will do make checklist of all works which anyone will give. Means if something charge give and man give and which I have to do that works, and do writing work in the morning time, so I will not sleep.
So many
So my
things.
presentation is in.
And we go to the prayer. That's it.